This is L. Dans les parler avec L. In class, j'ai fait une faute. This should be L as well, because it's women. Okay. Class. Okay. En anglais, qu'est-ce qui se passe? What's happening here? In English, just summarize. There's angry women at the door, and they want to talk to the king, and he's like, no, I want to talk to them, they're going to kill me. Yeah, so then he's like, well, you gotta help your people. And he's like, the women want that we give them money, but I don't have any left. Which is true. We made that you show your people your graciousness. You must go to the door. You must go to the door. It is possible that
women can enter without.
Despite, that word means despite. I understand, I'm agreeing with you. Yep, I'll go ask Marie to go talk to those women. Alright. There's a really great story behind that. I wish I had more time because it's pretty neat. She actually goes out onto the balcony to talk to these people, and they all point their muskets at her, and she doesn't move, and she instead bows to the crowd. And because she was so brave at that moment, she re-won over the crowd, and they started cheering, "Long live the Queen!" It's pretty neat. Okay, and that's true. I bet that make Hillary rude, but anyway. Okay, class. Okay, qu'est-ce qui est bizarre avec ces phrases? C'est quoi? J'en ai plus? Oh, j'en ai plus. That's a way of saying I don't have any left, which is right. I don't know if you guys have learned much about that, but that's not exactly the point I'm trying to make with this one. But yes, so that was a kind of weird part.
The que before the subject.
Que, yep, so there's que, we're also doing que.
Canoe.
Down, right there. Down.
Canoe.
Okay, what comes after the... qu'est-ce qui est après le que qui est bizarre? Le sujet, c'est bizarre ou c'est normal? Parlier, c'est un peu bizarre dans cette phrase. Oui? Oui, ok, regardez les autres. C'est pas un parfait. C'est quelque chose de oui, c'est... Ok. Aidier, oui. Ok. Quoi d'autre est bizarre? Donnant, oui. Montrier. Allier. Et classe, c'est bizarre aussi, mais on ne peut pas voir qu'il est bizarre, mais vous allez voir qu'il est très bizarre. Ok. Just believe me. Okay. Okay. Aussi, okay. Okay. Les phrases avant le que. Les phrases avant le que. Alors, elles veulent que. Et c'est quoi ici? Il est nécessaire que. Et elles veulent que. Et ici, il est important que. Ok, il faut que.
Il est possible.
Il est possible que. Ok. Ok, elles veulent. Il est nécessaire. Elles veulent. Il est important. Il faut. Il est possible. Ok. Maintenant, regardez. Forget that. How do you look? Sébastien, là tu as ahead. Ok, classe. Prenez le feuille et faites comme ça. Faites comme ça. Retournez, oui, retournez le feuille. Alors, il est comme ça et faites comme ça. Ok, écrivez. Alors, Ruby a raison, c'est le subjonctif. Alors, classe, le subjonctif, c'est quoi? Ok, c'est comme quel mot en anglais, le subjonctif? Subjunctive, okay, subjunctive. And that kind of looks like what word in English as well? Subject. And subjective means what? You're looking at something subjectively. Are you looking at it straight up just the facts, or are you using something else? You're subject to bias, right? So if I am grading your paper subjectively, I am looking at your handwriting, and I'm like, oh, her handwriting's gross, minus 10 points. Oh, I don't really like this person, minus 10 points. I don't really like the subject, minus 10 points. You're kind of using everything else other than the facts that are presented to make your decision. So subjective means subject to condition. Personal emotion. So this is just a little trick to help you guys remember. When you see the subjunctive written somewhere, you can remember, oh, subjunctive, oh, subjective, oh, that means conditions, personal opinions, emotion. It'll help kind of to trigger, hopefully. This is something that came to me just last night, and I was like, oh my god, I've been studying this for 12 years, and I just realized this now. So I figured I'd share it with you in your third year. Okay. Ok, quand est-ce qu'on utilise le subjonctif? Ok, regardez classe. Ici, ok, c'est une phrase de elles veulent. How would you summarize that? Elles veulent. It's a phrase of desire. Would you like to say desire? Okay. Il est nécessaire. Il est important. Il faut. What would those kind of be? What do they have in common? They're conditions. They're kind of like. It has to happen. It's obligatory, right? Okay, so they must happen. Il est nécessaire, il est important, il faut. And then il est possible. It kind of expresses. It could happen. It's like uncertain. It could or could not happen. There's doubts. So, looking at, on peut retourner les phrases. Okay, regardez cette côté ici. Oh, okay, never mind. Flip it back over. This way. Okay. Okay, here is the textbook definition for when to use this. Ok. Vous avez fini? Okay. Now, when are we going to use this? So, like we were just talking about, so we talked about obligation. Obligation. We also talked about desires, and in French that's volonté. Aussi, si quelque chose est possible mais peut-être pas possible, il y a en sens de